Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and this is 24th video in Veeam advanced training. And in this video I'm going to show you Active Directory or domain controller backup by using the Veeam Backup and Replication. So in this video I'm going to focus on taking the backup of physical domain controller, or you can say the physical server which is running on Active Directory domain controller role. And in next video we are going to take the uh, how we can take the virtual machine domain controller backup. So this is Active Directory domain controller backup of which is physical server. So this is our lab environment. So I'm going to have two virtual machines in this demo. So the first one is Win2K12 DC01, which is my Active Directory and domain server by which we are going to take the backup. And here you can see the Active Directory. So Active Directory DNS, Active Directory domain controller and DNS role is running. If you see here, Win2K12 DC01, and this is my domain name victorinfosol.com. So this is domain controller. And the second, we have our Veeam server, which is Win2K12-Veeam, which is running Veeam Backup and Replication server. So if I go here, you can see this is Win2K12-Veeam. So this is my Veeam Backup and Replication server. So I'm going to connect the Veeam Backup and Replication console here. So this is Veeam Backup and Replication console. And now I'm going to use, last video we have installed Veeam agent for Microsoft Windows. So I'm going to use this tool to take the backup of physical server. So if I click here, it's going to give you the configuration option, how we can configure the backup. So if I go here on tools, then we have a configure backup option. This is going to give you the same screen. So the first thing we need to take the configure the backup after installation. So in last video we have installed this tool, and now we are going to configure the backup for the server. So entire backup recommended, we are going to take the backup of full computer, backing up your entire computer, image for fast recovery on any level. So this is going to take your entire computer backup. So if I click next, then we have options where you want to store the backup. So we have three options: local storage, might be a USB disk or eSATA disk, or external hard drive where you can take the backup. So this is local storage. And then we have a share folder. You can take the backup on a NAS or any share folder, SMB share. And the last option, Veeam Backup and Repository. So I'm going to use this Veeam Backup and Repository, backup repository to store the backup. So we have Veeam Backup and Replication server ready. So I'm going to use this and click next. Then we have it's asking for the Veeam Backup server name or IP address. So I'm going to type the name of the Veeam Backup server. So this is our server, or you can click on continue. So it's going to detect the remote repository, and also you can specify your credential for this. So I don't need to require to validate the credential, because this is my domain administrator account. So it's also automatically going to authenticate, communicate, and get the access to this server. So this is fine. So click next. And then we have a repository option. So I have one default backup repository here, so we can go with this. And restore point, so how much restore point you want to keep on disk. So I'm going to put it 10. And we have also, in advance, we have an option to create a synthetic full backup. So I'm going to take the synthetic full backup on Friday. And then we have active full backup also, and then we have a storage option. So compression level, which is default optimal, is recommended. So this is storage target, it's a local target, LAN or what. I'm going to set it to LAN target, and then click apply. Also, if you want, you can enable the encryption. So this is how, and click next. And this is, we have a local cache. So this is recommended to specify local cache. So I'm going to specify local cache on a C drive, create one folder and call it Veeam cache. So this is going to have a local cache, so I'm going to specify 5 GB. It's depend on the how much data is going to change on your domain controller or on your complete server. So this is fine if I say 5 GB is the maximum size. So click next, and then this is this important option when we take the backup of our Active Directory and domain controller. So uh, enable the application aware backup, so it's automatically going to see what the application is running on the server, like Exchange, Active Directory, DNS, all this, and it's going to take the backup of required, like Active Directory objects and group policies. So yes, enable the application aware backup, and also enable the file system indexing. So it's going to take the everything except, so this is going to something include, exclude, and what is need to include and what it's need to exclude. So this is good. Mark both the option, then click next, and then you have an option to schedule the backup. So you can schedule like every day, 1 weekday, or whatever you need. So I'm going to schedule it like for every 4 hours, and then we have active hours also. If you want to select the active hours, I'm going to permit for all, and retry failed job. If this job gets failed, when it's going to try 3 times, and each time it's going to give 10 minutes break. So now this is good. If I click on apply, then you can see you have successfully created new backup job, and this is going to give you the information about the job. So this is backup server, and this is backup repository, and this is going to keep the 10 restore point, and then compression levels, storage optimization, storage description is disabled, and then we have a backup cache information, and application aware backup is enabled. So all these settings are here, and you can see the schedule server and periodic every 4 hours retry, and everything is there. So I'm going to mark this here, run this job when I click finish. So now it's going to run the backup. You can see backup in progress. So it's going to run the backup, and it's going to store this backup in this repository. And also if you go on the infrastructure, you can see this is going to place this backup here in this repository. If you go to home, you can see the task is running. So you can see backup job for Win2Control DC01, and session type is based on Windows agent backup, because this is running through Veeam agent. So this is how, and the start time. So it's going to take some time. And if I go to backup and disk, you can see we have one backup is now showing, but it's not ready because the backup is still not complete. So it's going to take some time to get this machine backup completely backup, and once the machine is backup and ready and everything is good, we can go and verify how we can restore the Active Directory objects, and we will verify how it's going to take the application aware backup, and how we can use the Active Directory backup or domain controller backup by using the Veeam agent for the restore. So for now I'm going to pause the recording here, and once the machine is ready for the backup, I'm going to resume the video again, and will do the restore for the Active Directory objects and other things. So I'm stopping the pausing the recording for now. So now you can see we have taken some full backup and then few incrementals backup. And if I go to the my Veeam server, you can see the successful status for all the backup job which was uh, run from Win2K12-DC01. So we have basically 5 restore point. If I go here and simply restore, if I see here, we're going to have 5 restore points, and 1 is full, and left 4 is incremental. So this is how. And if I go to any of these backups, you can see the details what was there. So total backup size, and free disk space size, backup duration, and restore point size, all the information is there. Also, if you want to restore files or volume, you can use this option to restore any files from any drive which is on the server. So you can see both the drives has been mapped from the backup repository, and also you can explore here. You can see the path is going to be a CFR FLR and then volume detail. So this is what we have in Veeam Backup Agent. And now what I'm going to do to check this Active Directory restore is working or not, I'm going in my Active Directory users and computers, and what I'm going to do in India, I have some objects here, and I'm going to delete few objects, and we'll see how it's going to work. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete all these VMs.